What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today is June the 9th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update over some of the hot movers and what big money's doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off with data points, don't really have a whole lot coming out today. What is moving the market though is optimism associated to a China-US deal. So looks like negotiations are going to be going down in London. So we'll wait and see how that does play out. But the market seems to be fairly optimistic about that. Currently, futures are green. NASDAQ up 0.09, S&P 0.14, Dow up 0.09. So pretty good stuff. Fear and greed index is under the greed category, meaning people's appetite for risk is on the table, and that's very resemblant based on some of the stocks I'm going to be talking on. But without further ado, let's get right to it. SoFi is up 1.26%. No news, no SEC filings. They do have that fireside chat coming out tomorrow. But aside from that, I think just on a technical standpoint, SoFi is showing a lot of signs that it wants to break out. Recently did close above that 100-day moving average, so insinuating that it is ready to move higher. Shorts aren't doing anything this morning, but 13.48% of the free float's being shorted. Works out to be 146 million shares. With it right now at 1444, it is right above this R1, so 1440 is going to be that key pivot. Just watch for it to close above that today. 1496 is going to be the next strong target / resistance, which could be touched in the next couple trading days, but I don't see that being done today, in my opinion. So just watch for that 1440 at the end of the day. But moving on, Robinhood, they are getting hit quite hard, all because they did not get added to the S&P 500. So Friday had a very nice run, ranged from 73 to 77 or 77.80. And yeah, unfortunately, after hours, they didn't get added to the S&P 500. So of course, people are rather disappointed, caused a pullback. Some people feel like that's unjustified. So I think in reality today, you might see that dip get bought up fairly fast. Although, flip side, you have seen shorts really starting to double down. So they do truly feel Robinhood is overvalued. Of course, this isn't a squeeze play, but 4.06% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 30.82 million shares. So at the end of the day, though, it's kind of hard to tell. Robinhood, I think for a while, has been considered overvalued, but that's somewhat normal. A lot of innovative stocks kind of have very high multiples. Wall Street just feels like it's not really justified. So Wall Street does struggle with innovative companies, but as far as the dip today, a couple of key points to watch for right now with that 72.40 is that 72.94, this R2. So watch for that, for it to close above that if you're going to see a nice continued move higher. So 81.18 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. Aside from that, 72.94, and then 67.85 is going to be that next strong support. So let me know your viewpoint. Are you a buyer of Robinhood? Are you selling? What are you doing? Moving on is Circle Internet. This one is very, very popular, up 17%. Pre-market, despite no news, no SEC filings, just a lot of articles coming out saying X person bought. So a lot of big names are really starting to get in. So overall, this is a pretty successful IPO, but we've seen this happen time and time again. Even with Webull, they went up like crazy, and as I don't know if anyone has seen where they are now, but they went down significantly. So just be cautious with IPOs. I know it's very exciting and you want to FOMO in, but again, you do whatever floats your boat, but a little bit more of a caution essentially at these levels. Let me know your viewpoint on that. Still too early, so started trading a week and a bit ago, I think, and ultimately still no short interest and above all the key fib levels, so no point really bringing that up. Rocket Lab, so they are really benefiting from Elon's demise, if you want to call it that, or at least temporary demise. So Robinhood's definitely getting a lot of attention because I think that they are seen as the next best competitor to SpaceX, so they're getting a lot of attention. As far as shorts, 13.9% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 63.65 million shares. Shorts, although, they have started to really double down again, so they feel that it's just overvalued, and I'm sure today as well they will be really increasing their position, so they'll be a big part in what happens. But aside from that, with that $30 and change, it is trading right now between this R2 and this R1, so 29.96 is going to be a strong support. 32.45 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So kind of just take note of that. in my opinion, I do feel like this stock is going to be very, very volatile for the next little bit, but potentially the whole Elon type of scenario, I think that is just temporary. So I feel like this stock is going to trend down. So once again, a little bit more of a caution. It'll be fun, exciting to FOMO in and make some good money, swing trade and whatever, but just tread cautiously in the foreseeable future, I guess. But last but not least is Joby. So it is up 9.85% because of a lot of big names coming out saying that they are buying it. I think one more notably was Ken Griffin. Some people might not like him, some people do, but I think a lot of big players are starting to look at Joby and buy in. So let me know your viewpoint on that. Only thing that really came out was a 8K after hours on Friday, and that was this right here, just talking on the CPO's pay, bumping it from 445 to 551, and that's going to be effective April the 1st, 2025. So yeah, at the end of the day, nothing really crazy. That's not anything special. 11.7% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 58.47 million shares overall are being shorted. So shorts might play a little bit of a part in today, but as you can kind of see, shorts have actually returned a significant amount over the last 2 weeks or a week and a half. So maybe they might be letting this one run up potentially. So let me know your viewpoint on that. But with that $8.90 trading right now between this R2 and this R1, 884 is going to be a strong support. So just watch for that. And then 942 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Is there any other stocks that's floating your boat? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing. Pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.